The office of Speaker of the House of the United States House of Representatives is hereby declared vacant.
Breaking news, the U.S. House of Representatives halted tonight, voting to remove House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. The power grab making history, a never-before-seen move, leaving the chamber in uncharted territory. Good evening, I'm Eugene Ramirez. The final vote, 216 to 210, with nearly all Democrats joining these 8 conservatives you see here, led by Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz. From the Washington Post to the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times, the chaos in the chamber dominating the headlines. The now former speaker tonight speaking to the party and to the American people about his future.
I believe I can continue to fight, maybe in a different manner. I will not run for speaker again.
Representative Patrick McHenry of North Carolina, a top ally of McCarthy, is now appointed Speaker pro tempore. We have team coverage for you tonight. The National Desk's chief political correspondent Scott Thuman looking into the debate over who should get the gavel. We begin where things go from here with Ryan Smith at the live desk tracking in another grueling speaker election without a clear successor. Ryan.
Breaking tonight, Representative Kevin McCarthy just there saying he will not run again for speaker, saying Republicans will have to pick someone else for that coveted job. Late tonight, he said that he would not change a thing about his brief time as speaker, defending his moves to prevent a government shutdown.
I do not regret negotiating. Our government is designed to find compromise. I don't regret my efforts to build coalitions and find solutions. I was raised to solve problems, not create them. So I may have lost a vote today, but as I walk out of this chamber, I feel fortunate to have served the American people.
Right now, the House is at a standstill. They can't resume normal operations until a new speaker is elected. And with government funding set to run out November 17th, they need to act quickly. The House is in recess until next Tuesday. That's when GOP lawmakers plan to meet and decide on their new pick for speaker. They're targeting a Wednesday vote. But that could be a long process in itself. It took 15 votes over 5 days for McCarthy to secure that position. As the House plans its next steps, the White House now adding urgency to this ongoing situation. In a statement tonight, the Biden administration pushing Republicans to elect a speaker as soon as possible to begin addressing the urgent challenges they say are facing the country.
And the attention now turning to the debate over who should have the gavel. Our team coverage continues with the National Desk's chief political correspondent, Scott Thuman.
Eugene, that staggering move here on the Hill, despite an overwhelming majority of Republicans voting to defend McCarthy. But it clearly wasn't enough to save him. An angry slam of the gavel as Republicans watched their party and the House of Representatives make history and fall into complete disarray. The Speaker, Kevin McCarthy, ousted by a small but powerful enough faction of hard right-wingers after only 9 months at the helm.
You all know Matt Gaetz. It all was about getting attention from you. I mean, we're getting email fundraisers from him as he's doing it. Join in quickly. That's not governing. That's not becoming of a member of Congress.
The revolt led by Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, who faced boos at one point in his many rants against McCarthy.
Oh, boo all you want!
But was able to, along with 7 other Republicans and all Democrats, eke out the votes needed.
The resolution is adopted.
Gaetz claiming victory on the Capitol steps just moments after the unprecedented vote.
Kevin McCarthy is a feature of the swamp. He has risen to power by collecting special interest money and redistributing that money in exchange for favors. We are breaking the fever now, and we should elect a speaker who's better.
His undoing, they argue, was self-inflicted for not reining in enough spending, not giving the Freedom Caucus more power, and for, in their eyes, siding with President Biden. Now the search and what could be a saga to replace McCarthy, keeping in mind it took an exhaustive and heated 15 ballots last time.
Who is the third in line now to be president?
Gee, that's a good question. You might have to ask the Republicans because I think they would be the ones who have been preparing for the results of all the chaos they unleashed on the body today.
Now, the House has left town perhaps to cool off, with Republicans returning next Tuesday to hear from those who want to replace McCarthy, and a vote set for next Wednesday. In Washington, I'm Scott Thuman. Eugene, back to you.
Scott, thanks. And public trust in the federal government has hit near record lows. According to the Pew Research Center, take a look here. Only 16% of Americans trust the government to do what is right just about always or most of the time. That's compared to 20% in 2022. But listen to this. When Pew first polled trust in government back in 1958, then 73% of Americans trusted the federal government to do the right thing always or most of the time. Huge difference there.